Hi friends, my name is Jade from Sweet Softies and I'm really humbled to get a chance to share a project with you here on All Free Crochet's YouTube channel. Today we're going to be making part of a Mystery Crochet Along, and this is the first part of the project, which is a lovely little floral applique, and you'll get to see how it's used in this project as you join us for this 4-week challenge. So I encourage you to try it out. It's a very fun project, and I'm going to show you step by step how to crochet this lovely little applique today. I will be doing it in a solid color. I'm using medium weight yarn here with a 6mm hook, and this is done in one color in the video, but you can go ahead and use multiple colors to make different color combinations and make it lovely and special. So I'll give you a really quick sneak peek at what it looks like in my finished project with multiple colors. But I can't show you too much, otherwise you'll see what the mystery project is. So I used here more of a sunflower look with the brown in the middle, and then I've got these lovely yellow petals surrounded by reddish petals. I'm kind of going for an autumn theme here, or a fall theme. So you can go ahead and choose similar colors to mine, or you can do something totally different. Up to you. Anyways, I do hope you will have fun working on this project. And just as a quick tip, the written instructions are free on All Free Crochet's website, so please be sure to follow along with those written instructions as you crochet in this video. And I do have a lot of other tutorials and free patterns on my blog. I'd love for you to check it out. My YouTube username is Sweet Softies and my blog is sweetsofties.com. I'm on Instagram, so please catch me there and tag, and then I can show your project some love. And one thing, if you join my newsletter, I send out freebies every single Tuesday. So I hope you'll enjoy free patterns from me. And no Sweet Softies videos complete without me showing off some of my projects. So here you go. These are some of my recent makes. I do crochet a lot of amigurumi. As you can see here, I've got Ollie in overalls, this cute little kitty cat doll. I've got Della in a dress. Della is this sweet bunny. I also have this lovely little Cuddle bunny Lovey. She makes, as you can see, this ragdoll Lovey has a flat body for snuggling with and a stuffed head. So perfect for little ones. And if you like quick and easy makes, there's my little tiny Rex here. A one-piece amigurumi that you can crochet in 30 minutes. Perfect for prepping for craft fair markets. And I even have my little Lucy doll here, which is another cute little amigurumi that I just like to have around for fun. So here's just a quick look at some of them. I also do a lot of clothing and accessories, home decor. I love doing spa sets as well, and baskets and other things. So please do check out my stuff if you feel inclined to do so, and hope you enjoy this lovely project coming up. Let's get ready to crochet. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to use a 6mm hook with medium weight 4 yarn. I'm using Lion Brand's 24/7 cotton here. Now let's go ahead and begin with round 1 by making a magic ring. You are going to chain 3 to begin. So holding my ring, that's 1, 2, and 3 chains. Then you're going to insert 16 double crochets into the ring. The first 3 chains do not count as a double crochet. So let's begin. Insert your hook into the ring, and we're going to make a double crochet. That's my first one, second one, third, and we're going to keep going until we reach 16. After you insert 16 double crochets into the ring, you're simply going to pull your ring tight, and then you're going to insert a slip stitch into the first double crochet. So let's go back here, and I'm going to find where my first double crochet is and join with a slip stitch. That closes the circle, and that concludes round 1 of the pattern. Let's go ahead and work on round 2. For round 2, we're going to insert a beginning small cluster in the very first stitch. Here's what the beginning small cluster will look like. You're going to chain 3, yarn over and insert your hook into the stitch that you're going in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, kind of like you're going to make a double crochet, but just stop there. Then you're going to yarn over and insert your hook into the same stitch again. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and at this point you should have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. That was the beginning small cluster. Let's go ahead and keep working along. Next, you're going to make a chain, and then we're going to insert a a small cluster in the next stitch. So now you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. And this is something you'll repeat 3 times. So that was the first repetition. Here's the second one. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go through 2 loops. And here's the third repetition. Yarn over, insert into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go through 2 loops. And after the third repetition, you should have 4 loops on your hook. You're simply going to yarn over, go through all 4 loops. Then you're going to chain, and you're going to insert the small cluster in the next stitch. So we're going to go between small clusters and chains. I'm going to do a few a little faster to show you what that looks like. This is really just repeating the same stitch, so it's pretty straightforward. At the end of the round, you're simply going to insert a slip stitch to the top of the first small cluster. Here we are at the end of round 2. I'm just going to show you how to join it since that part's a little different. So after you've gone around with all the small clusters, you're going to insert your hook into the top of the first small cluster here. And you're going to slip stitch to pull through. That's that. So for round 3, let's go ahead and begin. You have inserted a slip stitch into that first chain 1 gap, and now for the beginning big cluster, you're going to start off with 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, insert your hook into that chain 1 gap, or that chain 1 space. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go through the first 2 loops on your hook. We're going to repeat this 3 times, so that's the first one. Here's the second one, here's the third one, and now with 4 loops on your hook, you're going to get ready to yarn over and pull through all 4 loops, like so. Now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then you're going to insert a big cluster in the next chain 1 gap, and chain 2 after you make that big cluster. So let me show you how a few of those are done. First, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And you're going to repeat that 4 times. So that was the first one. Here's the second one in slow motion. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now for the third repetition, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And now the fourth repetition, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. At this point, you should have 5 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops. Then you're going to chain 2, and that finishes the repetition that you're going to do all the way around. So let's work it through. We're going to insert a big cluster in each of these chain 1 gaps, chain 2, insert a big cluster into chain 1 gap, chain 2, repeating that around. Let me do a few at regular speed for you to see. So yarn over, go into that chain 1 gap, pull through. That's 1 repetition, 2, 3, and 4. Go through all 5 loops on your hook, chain 2, and let's move on. All right, here's the end of round number 3. As you'll see, you've got the big clusters going all the way around with chain 2 gaps in between each of the big clusters. At the end, you're simply going to, after chaining 2, insert your hook into the top of the first cluster, the first big cluster, and pull a slip stitch through to join. All right, so that finishes up round number 3. If your piece is a little bit folded or wrinkly, you can go ahead and just smooth it out quite easily by pressing it flat. And we're going to move on to round number 4. For round 4, you're going to chain 1 to begin, single crochet into the same stitch. Then insert 2 single crochets in each of the chain 2 gaps in this round. So here in the next chain 2 gap, I'm going to single crochet and single crochet. Then insert a single crochet on top of each of the big clusters. And this is something you're going to repeat around. So on top of this cluster, I'm going to single crochet. Then I come to the 2 chains and I'm going to insert 2 single crochets. Now I'm going to insert a single crochet on top of the big cluster. And now insert 2 single crochets in the chain 2 space. We're going to repeat this all the way around. Single crochet on the big cluster, 2 single crochets in the chain 2 gap, single crochet on the big cluster, 2 single crochets in the chain 2 gap. Here I've gone around in round 4, and we're going to just finish off by inserting a slip stitch on the top of the first single crochet. Doing so joins the round, and we're ready to start on round number 5, which is the very last round of this project. So for round 5, you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to insert a small cluster in the next stitch. And here's what it'll look like. Yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch that you want to go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go through the first 2 loops, then you're going to repeat that 2 more times. So it's the same small cluster we did earlier. And then you're going to yarn over and go through all 4 loops, like so. And if it helps, I'm going to repeat this again. Please follow along with the written pattern for the pattern details. So that's going to help you as you go along with this video tutorial. All right, so let's keep working here. After doing the small cluster, you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to single crochet in the next stitch. So here's the very next stitch. I'm going to insert and single crochet. All right, and let's repeat around. So we're going to repeat this combination of chain 2, insert a small cluster in the next stitch, chain 2, insert a single crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, insert a small cluster into the next stitch, oops, I went one over. Okay, there we go. Chain 2, insert your single crochet into the next stitch. As you do this, you're going to notice that you're creating kind of a nice frilly edge on your on the outer part of this project. So we're going to keep working along, and when we get to the very end, we're simply going to fasten off and weave in the ends. Here I have finished round number 5 with the chain 2 at the end, and what you're going to do as the very last step is to insert your hook in the starting place where you began the round and join with a slip stitch. And after you do that, you can go ahead and fasten off with a long tail for sewing this to your project. Or if you want to just have this as a standalone project, you can go ahead and fasten off and weave in the ends. So I'm going to go ahead and just fasten off here and weave in the ends. And you're going to want to pull through all the yarn ends to the wrong side of the project. Right now you're facing the right side, which would be on top. And so I'm going to pull this magic ring yarn tail tight and back into the bottom of my project. All right. Let's take a look at our finished project here. So here is the lovely little flower applique all finished. I hope you enjoyed crocheting this with me. If you want to check out more of my stuff, please go to my Sweet Softies YouTube channel. I also have a blog with lots of free patterns and freebies for my newsletter subscribers every Tuesday. So be sure to check that out, and thank you for crafting with me today. Happy crocheting! Bye now!